Compared to healthy controls, MS patients have decreased in the proportion of this microbiota. And when there was use of antibiotic in MS, so it was seen because this the model was this experimental autoimmune encephalitis. They saw that there is use of antibiotics can delay the onset, reduce the severity of disease, and decrease level of pro-inflammatory cytokines, and there may be increased level of this interleukins. And depletion of microbiota and antibiotics could decrease the hippocampal brain-derived neurofactor and increase learning and memory level in the AE-induced mice. And this microbiota therapeutics intervention in multiple sclerosis, here they underwent fecal microbiota transplantation. That is one of the topic being discussed nowadays. Here this there was improvement in life quality in MS patient, but for saying that that was significant, results were significant, so study was too small. And high consumption of starch, animal fat and carbohydrate, low physical activity negatively affect the gut microbiota and leading to exacerbation of the MS symptoms. For Alzheimer's disease, there is a role in pathogenesis could be played by leaky gut syndrome, causing increased permeability of blood-brain barrier, amyloid beta accumulation in brain, and inflammatory response. And studies have shown that lipopolysaccharide, which elicits strong immune responses, were found to be the elevated in Alzheimer's disease patients. And there are some, it was seen that some this bacteria, the lactobacillus and lactobacillus can produce gamma aminobutyric acid and may improve the cognitive function in Alzheimer's disease patients. And there may be this microbiota changes, and it is also said even one study this recently published that even some this bacteria has role in vitamin B12 absorption. And when we talk about this neurology, there are this vitamin B12 have many roles, and it was said that after controlling, sometimes we may have vitamin B12 deficiency, and there is no other risk factor other than this dysfunction of microbacteria. So in Alzheimer's disease, this administration of Bifidobacterium lactic probiotic decreases level of pro-inflammatory cytokines and tumor necrosis factor alpha, and it was shown that probiotics are also able to increase the level of anti-inflammatory cells in the peripheral circulation. Diet in Alzheimer's disease, high fat and high caloric diet seems to be a risk factor for Alzheimer's disease patients, and gluten and sugar stimulate systemic inflammation and consequently affect the CNS function. And this Parkinson's disease, we know that there is a aggregation of this tau protein in liver body, and GI tract is the source of many toxins affecting the CNS and interacts with the brain by dorsal motor nucleus of the vagus. So this nucleus seems to be the earliest site of Lewy body's expression in the course of disease. And glioma, recent studies demonstrate that this role of microbiome, because there was it was seen that some antibiotics had a role in reducing this progression of glioma. And anxiety and depression, the state of anxiety and depression are consistently associated with changes in composition and stability of intestinal microbiota. It is currently widely accepted that our intestinal microbiota is essential for brain processes, and treatment with different probiotics has been particularly effective in the reducing depressive behavior in animal models. ASB, there is in research it is showing that again there is a role of microbiota, and again this microbiota transfer therapy was done in children with ASD, and that significantly improved the GI outcome and ASD symptoms in children. This ALS also have this studies are there that are showing that this gut microbiota has a role of ALS, Huntington's disease, and the stroke patient. So how we target this microbiome gut-brain axis? First is fecal microbiota transplantation that was used in multiple sclerosis patients. but it is still clouded with uncertainty because although they may improve this with favorable microbiota, but this it is said that apart from this one time it can be favorable, but we can't quantitate that this microbiota is going to be favorable one. And antibiotic change the composition of gut bacteria and thus influencing the immune response and therapeutic efficacy.